All right, guys. Before we get started on today's video, I did go out for a little while today. Didn't catch very many. They weren't where I thought they were going to be. I guess it ain't hot enough yet. All I did was, I went around and I did a little dock fishing. Ran up on a little something a little later on. As far as where they were positioned, they weren't underneath like I thought they would have been. But so, we did manage to catch, I think, 3 or 4 before we left. But I wanted to share something with you real quick. If you're running the old treks like I am, and you're having issues with your spot lock, the issue that I was having, I would go out, hit spot lock, and if ever that head had to rotate all the way to the right, if it had to do a 180 to the right, and and like, let's say you were going to back up, if that trolling motor while in spot lock went all the way around to the right where the foot pedal is going down, toe down, and it goes toe down, and when it goes all the way toe down, mine would dee and deactivate the spot lock. I'm like, man, what's going on? So I indexed it again. I calibrated it with the heading sensor again, and go back out and like, man, I think I got it. Same thing, dee. Wow, what's going on? So now I'm frustrated and I'm like, man, anyhow. So did a little bit of research and I saw some things on the internet and I said, okay, well, I'll check those out. One of the things that I found was that when you go toe down on the trolling motor, boom, this goes all the way down, and that sensor right there, when it senses that sensor, it stops, boom, and then it goes from there. And the same thing, there's another sensor in the back that does the same thing. That's part of that foot sensor that's mounted underneath there. There's one mounted right here, and there's the same thing in the back for the toe, for the heel down. Then you got the toe down. Well, these wires right here, my trolling motor, my sensor has been replaced a couple of times, and evidently when you reroute these wires, you got to get them out of the way. If not, when it goes toe down, the rim around the foot pedal will hit those wires. Underneath here will hit those wires. I was looking at my wires and it had crimps in them, and you could tell something had been pressing against them, and it matched up right along with my foot pedal. So I said, maybe those wires are in the way. So I guess when they reinstalled my sensors and when they were putting everything back together, they didn't think to look at these wires to see if they would be obstructing the foot pedal. And they were. I saw the crimps in the wires and I looked underneath there and I was like, man, that's dead on right there. And so I took all of this out and put these wires through this little channel here and moved them out of the way. And I haven't had the problem since. And also there was another thing that I did. And then I'm thinking the wires that I moved out of the way, cured my problem, because if there's anything obstructing that foot pedal, it will trigger the motor to disengage spot lock, as for safety, so it doesn't tear up anything. So I did reroute those wires and get the wires out of the way. But also what I did was I saw something on the internet where you could adjust your bolt scale. And so I went in and I adjusted the bolt scale and I took mine back a notch just so, just so the motor wouldn't be as aggressive during spot lock. According to the size of your boat, you can adjust your bolt scale via the remote so that, the motor either corrects aggressively or not as aggressive. And the way you do that is, you cut your remote on, of course, you go to systems, and in your menu right here, you go down to where it says boat scale right there. Once you get the boat scale, you hit the check mark and boom, there you go. these are the settings. You can go to, if your motor, if you have a bigger boat and you need your motor to be a little more aggressive as far as how it corrects, you can set your boat scale to +2, and then you also have +1, then you also have 0, then you have -1 and -2. I dialed mine back 1. I went to -1 to start with, and that's where mine is set. You can see the black dot right there on -1, and then and so I set it to there. I can probably go back to 0 because I'm pretty positive that the issue that I was having was caused by those wires being in the way of the foot pedal whenever it was time for the motor to go toe down, 100% toe down. So if you're having problems with your spot lock disengaging and you can't quite figure it out why, check underneath that foot pedal and make sure that there's nothing obstructing it. Make sure if your tray is really close to the foot pedal, maybe the tray is rubbing the foot pedal, or the foot pedal is rubbing on something that's causing it to sense the resistance and then disengage spot lock. So check that out, and hopefully that helps you out if you are having problems with your spot lock. And yeah, man, we just want to fish. We don't want to be out there fighting trolling motors and all kind of stuff. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed a little short video I got for you. Got a couple fish catches on there, and we're gonna get right back at it tomorrow. I think I got some things figured out, and these are the tougher times on the lake, so not a whole lot of people are busting them in the head right now. But I like to go anyway, when it's tough, and you figure out some things. You give it another couple of months or so and everybody's going to be catching them. So, get out there right now, have a little fun, find some new things to fish, and carry on. All right. So we'll see you guys the next time, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because when they start biting, y'all don't want to miss that. I'm going to be jacking them, son. All right. Stay tuned. Catch you guys the next time. Peace. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We back in the house, Fellas, man, we're gonna try to get away from these catfish today. I'm seeing all these fish and stuff on Active Target yesterday, and I'm like, whew, we finna light them. We getting ready to light them up. And yeah, man, as you saw, they ended up being catfish. So sometimes you got to catch them, one or two of them or whatever, so you'll know what you're around. Yesterday I ended up being around catfish, so today we're gonna see if we can find the right species of fish. If I can get on home. There you go. We got that bad boy for them suspended jokers. With some that don't want to really commit to anything else. Something else that I think I could have gotten more bites on yesterday was that wacky rig. Believe it or not, it's a year-round bait. People tend to kind of flock towards it on the during the spring. But honestly, man, you can get rich on that thing year-round. So I'll put a little more emphasis on it today. Yesterday I ended up with dang near every rod I got yesterday on the deck. and I don't like to do that. So we're gonna try our best today not to go there. And I say that, and look at that, I already got 4. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna get my old DT6, kind of an all-around crankbait.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Did we watch you on YouTube, man?
Oh yeah? I appreciate it.
You catch some bass.
I try to.
We try hard, but we have a hard time out here. I got a big one yesterday on a buzzbait.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, about a 5-pounder.
I've been throwing that thing for a good little while now, and I haven't been able to get them on it.
Those, like I said, one bite after 3 hours of throwing.
Yeah.
But those are big ones.
Now you're gonna make me pull it out again. Yeah, I couldn't get it.
Boston Weller following you around, it'll be us.
Okay, no problem. I couldn't get away. I couldn't get away from those catfish yesterday.
Well, good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We appreciate your YouTubes, man. I do learn a lot watching you.
I appreciate it. No problem. Oh. And that's the reason we do it. Let's go catch some. Big one. The wrong one. What you don't want to do is put your hand in its mouth. I've never done it, but I don't want to try it. It just looks like it would hurt. Should I knock him out? Should I just go for it? Oh, thought I got it. Thank you. That ain't no good no more. You tore that sucker up. Thought I had a big one. But I don't. Thought I had a big one. Would not. Would not, you guys, Ty. Long time ago, years ago, you know, before I even had a boat. This was in like mid-90s. Guy by the name of Stan Spriggs. Some of y'all may know Stan. He used to be a headhunter on Watery. Taught me how to, he called it the fisherman's knot at the time. I later learned that it was the Palomar. But so I was tying that for a while. And then later on, you know, looking on YouTube, saw some of the pros tying what they called, they didn't actually have a name for it. Some of them called it the fluoro knot. Some of them called it the knot I don't know, but anyhow, they claimed it to be one of the, or probably the strongest double-stranded knot there was. So I was like, I need that. So I learned it. And what you do is you double the line through, just like you would do on a Palomar. Double it through. Then you do your overhand. You attempt to do your overhand. You just go over the top right here, and you leave yourself enough line because you got to do some wrapping. Do here, double through, go over the top right here, and you hold it right there, just pinch it. All right, and you take this loop here and you wrap it around here. You know, I do 4. The video that I watched actually did 8, but I don't think I need 8, so I normally do 4, like such. And once you got it all wrapped up, that part that you're holding in your left hand, you get the loop that you hold it in your left hand, and you take this part that you just wrapped and you go through there. You grab it and you grab these 2 tags and you cinch them together like that, and it makes a knot at the top. And then you take those 2 tags, not the loop, you take the tag and you start to cinch it down as you wet it like that. Then you just pull it a little tight, cinch it down pretty good, and that's what you end up with. It looks like a big old glob at the top, but I'm telling you, that sucker is strong. And so you're going to end up with one little tag there, and then that loop is going to be a tag, and you just cut all of that off like that. And there you go. I don't know what it's called, but it's strong. Come on, get it. Stay still. He's going back, dude. He ate it though, but that was gonna be my last resort. You know, if I just couldn't get that. That's a good one. Stay on there, don't you come off. Get in here. Yeah. Oh, through my worm. Bag it. Yeah. My worm off the hook. Whew. Aggressive. Another big one. You can't keep me about it. Come on. Swing your butt. Swing your butt. Make it big. Get in here. Another decent one. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. Thank you. That's a beauty. It stays on there. Come here. Come here. Jesus. We were trying to get rid of that thing. Nice chunk.